back after some probably cool B-roll and some cool music he cut in. So one of my favorite aspects of this room, even though there's a lot to talk about in here, is the room acoustics. I don't touch on it a lot because not everyone sees value in it, and my clients, even if I tell them about it. But this room, as you can even tell just from my voice, it's not super dead. It's still reactive, but only in a good way. So these are the Vicoustics. The Vicoustics panels. I'll put up the model number of them, of course. I think they're the Cinema Rounds, these guys. So these things, they look sexy on the wall. On top of that, they're spaced out, you know, to hit the reflection point. So the way that acoustics works, of course, if you don't know, is you kind of take, you know, either a laser and a mirror, that kind of thing, and you hit first reflection points. The most important thing is the back wall. So we covered as much of the back wall as we could. We went above and below. We've got lights and thermostats and stuff like that in the corner. He already had GIC Acoustics bass traps, so he put that in. And actually, believe it or not, the customer put, if he pans around really slowly, sorry, the customer actually put another bass trap above there. And at first, I didn't know if it would do anything, but it did actually make the room sound a little better. It also looks kind of cool with that salamander stand below because it's white. And again, you couldn't fit that. He wanted a big screen, so there was no chance that that bass trap was ever going on the front wall anyway, so it doesn't matter. And it just happened to fit right above the screen. So it's really, really cool and actually did something, killing that angle there. So, you know, we've got first reflection points on the side here, obviously, so there's going to be less ricochet with the speakers back and forth. He's actually going to put more of the diffusion panels down the middle of that. They didn't come in on time. He actually bought them before we even did the room from another company, and for some reason they're just not shipping them, so he's trying to return them, and we'll probably stick them in the middle of that. But for now, the room sounds great. It looks great. What's in the room is full Bowers & Wilkins. So what's behind the screen there, as you saw or didn't see in the video before this, are the, but we'll pop them up like, you know, here somewhere and you can see how big they are. But what's behind there are the backboxed 8 series in-walls. So they are the largest in-walls that they make. They are fully backboxed and only work with the backbox. They actually don't even install in a room. So believe it or not, and you might have seen this in the video before, but the speakers themselves are actually taller than this screen. So this screen is a 133, and the speakers actually go down to here. So when we cut these back boxes in, this was all retroed, they're actually, and they did not fit between the studs and this whole other thing, and there was pipes in the wall and just an absolute, like, it's crazy what's behind this screen. But we had to have the whole wall repatched because when they go in retro, the brackets are actually below and above. So you can't even just cut the size of the screen, even though the speaker itself is literally the size of that screen. We had to cut 4 inches top and bottom just to get the brackets in and then have the whole wall repatched and redone. I did the patch guy actually put a screw through one of the speaker wires, so we had to come and cut a hole and repair the speaker wire. Luckily, the hole was behind the screen, but this is the kind of stuff, it's just an epic amount of work to get it to look like this. But so here's what's in here. So we've got a 133 Slate AT screen with the Bowers & Wilkins 8 series behind it. He already had one of them, and we sold them the other 2 in the back boxes. So it's an absolutely unbelievable sound. I mean, it literally sounds like their Diamond Series floor standing speakers are behind this screen. It's just unbelievably musical. Great stuff. 2 of my favorite subs in the world. We've got the Fathom 110s. So these here are the 10-inch versions of the Fathom speakers. This room is probably only 13 deep by like 11. So it's a really, it's a smaller theater. So I told him to go with the 10s. He really wanted to step up into the 12s and the 13s, but I said, look, let's just go with these 10s first. If for whatever reason you're unhappy with it, we'll swap them out, but I don't think you're going to be. They are shockingly deep, powerful subs for the size. I mean, they're not a huge subwoofer, but they sound 10 times their size in quality and just overall, you know, power. We've got the Salamander. This is their Milan series. I show it in my showroom as well. Center channel beam behind the screen. We didn't need to go with the 245. So this is their 247. Just a super, super sexy stand in here with all of the white panels and the white GIC acoustics, the white sconces. Really cool design aspects in here. A lot of creams and whites and grays that all go really well together. Design is still really big with me. Things can look good and sound good, so I really love it quite a bit. Let's go inside the cabinet and see what's going on in here real quick. And we'll do some B-roll and you can see it closer, a little pan throughs. But in here we've got a big Marantz receiver. It's a new Cinema 60. We've got K-Scape in here, Apple TV, Blu-ray player, all the goods. And then because we all know me with big speakers behind the screen, we've got to have an amp. So that's the Halo A31, one of my favorite amps on the planet, and an amp I own myself. That is powering the diamonds across the front, 250 watts by 3. Got the Sony 4K Blu-ray player for physical media, because he already has physical media. So, you know, the acoustics, I do want to touch on it a little more. You know, it's very important to get acoustics, you know, to the sides of where you're sitting. That way you're not getting ricochet effect. The back wall being the most important, because the center channel you'll hear more than once in the live room. We've got acoustics throughout the ceiling too, between the speakers. It's actually spaced out really well, so it happens to sound good. It fixed a lot of the anomalies in the room and look really good. If he pans, I wish it wasn't on this 35 seconds to skip thing on the screen, but this is only the Sony 5000 ES, so it's the least expensive Sony. He's a video guy, but you know, he didn't want to spend a ton of money there. The room all in's about 50 grand as it is, because most of it is in, you know, ultra high-end audio and things like that. K-Scape, things like that, of course, started to add up. But that Sony 5000 ES is a shocking projector. Just an absolute beast. I mean, it's unbelievably bright. Just looking at it, in my opinion, it's brighter than the Epson LS12000. And I know that's not on paper true, but I'm telling you right now, I've sold that projector 150,000 times, I think, and it's not this bright. So can you grab that remote real quick and hit that skip button for me? Hit enter. Hopefully that'll go away, but there we go. So this is just real video, obviously, right? So we're not, you know, photoshopping anything on the screen. I mean, this is with 6 can lights on and 4 sconces. So there's 10 lights on in here, and it still looks like that on a slate screen. Great color accuracy. I could absolutely watch it with this much light on, but I really enjoy this projector quite a bit. It's got a lot of detail. The first thing I notice about it is actually is the movement. It's handling movement really well, which only Epsons are usually known for, gaming and stuff like that. It handles movement really, really well. Same chipset as the JVC, a little bit different electronics, but they care about it just as much. A lot of detail in those trees there, even at this distance. Really, really awesome. So, so full recap, we've got Parasound, we've got Marantz, JL Audio, Fathoms, which is phenomenal. We've got both Vicoustics and GIC acoustics in here, a mixture, because you already had some of this stuff, so we just utilized it. And Bowers and Wilkins all the way to their Diamond Series in walls. We'll cut in some pictures, you know, or screenshots of the video of what's behind the screen. It's not pretty back there because we had to hack up that whole wall to do it, and we didn't want to. That's actually a structural wall, so we didn't want to change it too much. So it was a lot of work, but this is what we call in AV a labor of love. When the room ends up like this and it looks this good at the end, I don't care that it was a 4-day install and we only charged for 2. It is what it is. It just ended up just being absolutely badass. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you get some design cues from it, ideas from it. And I'm sure you'll drop some comments, because you just can't help yourself, can you? And we'll talk to you soon. I got other videos dropping too. Thanks. guys, I just wanted to thank you for listening to whatever I was just rambling about. And of course, if you are in the Dallas area or surrounding areas and you can get here, visit our showrooms in Frisco or South Lake location. And now we can help you anywhere, from anywhere in the country through the world's first mom and pop shop on the internet called FCAVsystems.com. We are very excited about this project. We're happy to bring what Theater Advice does here in Texas to everyone. Thanks for watching.